ChapChap is a Ugandan financial technology company. And what we are doing is we are working with different stakeholders, especially telecoms, utility companies, financial institutions, to extend their services through a network of micro and small medium enterprises. Basically, I'll say small businesses. So we have built a mobile application where you as a business owner can download this app and be able to extend financial services to your customers. So that means that in return, what you're getting is that because we are extending the services of these companies pay ChapChap a fee for extending those services to a customer base that they're not tapping at the moment. So we share this fee with that particular shop owner. So today we have close to 32,000 businesses that are using our application across the country. And this we're targeting mainly businesses that are doing established in terms of doing retail. So you have sold your tomatoes, you have sold your bread, you have sold your sugar, but this customer has other digital needs that they need. They want to top up their wallet. They want to pay for their bills. They want to pay for their school fees or airtime. So at the end of the day, what you're doing is that you're able to get the needs of all that customer and sort them out from one premises.
From your kiosk.
Yes.
Okay.
What are the advantages for the dookers? The first one is they're able to earn extra commission that comes in.
So extra income. Extra
income for them. Secondly, because these businesses we are dealing with are informal, what we are doing is that every time a transaction is done from the app, we are recording digital footprints of transactions happening at their premises. Okay. In return, what does it do? It creates for them financial profiles. So we are profiling them, and we extend this data, transactional data, to financial institutions who offer them credit. Today we have given out credit through our partners more than $12 million in credit. And this is unsecured. So they're not asking the dooker to bring your title, to bring your TV. No, we are saying based on your data, we can tell that you're capable of paying. So dookers today are using that money to first of all increase their transactions on the ChapChap app, but also floating their dookers by adding more inventory so that they can be able to stocks to be able to sell.
What is your aspiration? Where do you see ChapChap moving forward? Do you see it still within Uganda? Are you making efforts to scale? And what is that picture that you see in the coming years ahead?
With currently what we have built, we have capacity now. We have the knowledge, we have the expertise, we have the tech to now look at the next markets. Going into these markets, first of all, we are going in different ways based on the market and how we mature the market is for us. So definitely ChapChap is looking for growth. We are already having some conversations with some interesting markets and something I can't mention right now, but we are definitely sure that the team behind the innovation right now is not only going to make Uganda proud, but it is going to bring value to the African market.
Just assume you are advising your younger self. What would you tell yourself?
To be ready for failure, to be prepared for failure, and to learn from failure. A very simple process I teach my staff or my team here, and we talk about all the time, is that if there's a failure, we have to analyze. It's not about pointing fingers why it happened. Analyze why it happened, what caused it, so that it doesn't happen again. And that has helped ChapChap build to the level where we are today. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're coming into this space, especially if you're young and you've not started, you have no one to impress. You have no one to impress, and it's okay to fail. What is not right is if you don't take those lessons of your failures to the next business. That is the biggest mistake. You're basically going around unknowingly. So you have a couple of failures happening, but you're not taking your lessons, past lessons, into your next business venture. And I think that's most important. And I don't see many entrepreneurs doing that. I see more of them saying, this has failed. They don't know why it has failed. They just ask resources from whatever they are, they have to collect, start a new project. And then the one they come and say, this is not for me. But in terms of lessons, you have more to write about and talk about than somebody else who hasn't started a business. So I think working hard is important. Second, I think definitely working smart is important, because in the current situation we're in, it's a globe. So as you're busy building here, understand that your product, there's a competitor who is in the UK, who is in the US, who is in Nigeria, who is in Ghana, who tomorrow might actually launch here and beat you in your own market.
Exactly.
So it's a globe. So you have to be smart at what you're doing. What I see that many entrepreneurs lack and need to make their strength immediately is that they have to be customer-centric.
Customer centricity.
There is nothing as important as that. And this is just not even just young entrepreneurs. This is when you go across the board, businesses in Uganda. If I'm talking about Uganda as a market, you will realize that today, the reason why a business can start today and beat an existing business, and you ask yourself, what could be the reason? It couldn't be price, because the other business is already established, they can cut down the prices. But the question is, where do you put the customer? So that customer becomes loyal to you, becomes your ambassador. That customer becomes your R&D. You want to grow, that customer will give you the feedback that you want to grow, because you're building for that customer. Today, when you go to businesses, you'd actually think the business owner is the customer based on how they react. It says, if you can't buy from me, there are other businesses you can buy from. Those are not words you expect from a business owner. Those are words you expect from a customer. Because you're a business owner. So I think those are the three things. But lastly, the last one of being customer-centric is something we have to learn. In the days when I was growing up in business, if you probably noticed, there used to be a tag in many business shops where they would say, customer is king. I think that got into me too much, and I strongly believe that if we not customer centric, you can't build a business.